Hi, welcome to APEC 08 Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We have asked every pastor representative from each nation to prepare top 3 prayer requests for their nation. Whenever what we could not access through the natural means, prayer can. For Malaysia, on top of our list is we desperately need revival. We need revival at every sphere of the society, beginning from the political realm. We also need to pray that God is able to raise up a leader that will really have, just like King Cyrus in Isaiah, which he brought the gospel to every nation. If you know Malaysia, we are one of those few nations that prohibits the sharing of the gospel to all ethnic groups. And we need to see a major breakthrough in that. Finally, we want you to pray for the churches in Malaysia. There's been a trend consistently for the churches to be culturalized and just stay with the world mindset of a church. We need to pray that God will help us to make disciples, plant churches throughout Malaysia.
Please pray for the local leaders. We're about to finish our ENLI first batch, and we're praying for these local people right now to start their own small groups and to continue to just preach the word in Thailand throughout Bangkok. Okay, the second thing is please pray for our new church plant. We have a new church within Bangkok planted by Pastor Akawi Thai. And then thirdly, please pray for my family. My kids are right now enrolled in Thai school. So we are praying that they will learn the language more and the culture more.
The current need right now in Singapore is that we are seeing more and more people and internationals coming to Singapore. And so with the coming of the casinos in 2010 and 2011, we're seeing that there's going to be a rise and increase in terms of the moral standards maybe dropping. And so if you can pray with us that we will keep the standards strong. Also keep in prayer that we want to reach the campuses. As we can train them and reach them and disciple them, we can send them back as church planters. Finally, just keep in your prayers our church in Singapore. We're expanding beyond our hotel room that we meet at, and we are believing God for a building and a place of our own.
We would like you to pray for 3 things for our nation. First is our new church plant. We started 2 months ago. We commissioned 2 of our local leaders to start a church in the outskirts of Ho Chi Minh, where the university belts are located. We ask you to pray that that they would be able to raise up student leaders in those campuses. We also would like you to pray for our second batch of Every Nation Leadership Institute. Lastly, for the nation of Vietnam, we would like to ask you to pray for more openness for the government to allow freedom of religion in the country.
Please continue to pray for Myanmar, that our government will be open for change, and pray that the people in Myanmar will experience the true prosperity spiritually and not just materially. And also I would like to say that please continue to pray for Every Nation Church in Myanmar, that we will raise up more leaders, disciples, and we're going to reach this nation for His glory.
Please pray for the nation of Laos. Pray for the current local disciples that we have, that they will start reaching out to their loved ones. Also pray for more open doors, especially next year, that the Southeast Asian Games will be held in the country, and also pray for more local leaders for the country, leaders who will pursue what is right, what is just, and best for the country.
The 3 main things that I'd like you to stand in prayer with us are, number 1, in the area of raising up leaders. We need to raise up leaders in every level of our churches. We need to raise them up, not just to become small group leaders, but to become pastors and even cross-cultural missionaries and church planters. Number 2 is we have potentially 20 church plants that are ongoing all across the Philippines in the next 2 to 3 years. And again, not only do we need leaders, we need pastors, and we need resources to see those church plants take place. And finally, number 3, all related to that, is the need for so many facilities, meeting places, warehouses, meeting places in malls, particularly in Metro Manila.